Welcome back to The Pulse live on the Joy News channel. Now, let's go on Zoom and engage Dr. Arthur Kennedy, a stalwart of the NPP, the New Patriotic Party. Doc, thank you for making time to join us on The Pulse today. Now, it's been quite an eventful yesterday and today as well. It looks quite an ending. What's your initial reaction to the way Iyoko, the CID, has so far procedurally dealt with Chairman Wontumi's matter? And also how the minority in Parliament and the NPP as a party reacting to it in general. Doc, kindly unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you. We can hear you.
Yes. I think we as a country have too much of a military mentality. I think most of these things should be calm, peaceful, legalistic procedures. And I think all these things about people descending on people's homes for arrest and other things have too many echoes of our military past. And I get flashbacks whenever I hear that because I was detained by the PNDC. And it wasn't fun. So I think that these things should be done and negotiated by lawyers. Lawyers should take the person there for questioning, and then whenever possible, they should be granted bail. So I think the person's due process rights should be respected, regardless of who they are and what their accusations are. Having said that, I disagree with members of parliament boycotting citizens and sit-ins and protesting. And I said the same thing when NDC members were protesting the arrest of the then majority leader in his trial. I think that when we do these things, we tend to be excusing wrongdoing if the person is found guilty. So I think the NPP people should do their work. They should certainly make sure the person is getting due process, and they should allow the law and processes to work. I think, though, that it is disturbing that these things always seem to have partisan correlations. I would want to see a day when NDC people are protesting on lawful detentions when it's an NPP member and vice versa.
Well, Doc, I don't know if you've been following very keenly, procedurally. We just spoke to his lawyer who said that, well, in terms of legal procedures, he doesn't think that Iyoko has breached anything yet, except the mode in which his client was picked up. In most cases, what ways can Iyoko really do it that will not get us to where we are, especially with the NPP and other well-meaning people who are sympathizing with Chairman Wontumi marching to be at Iyoko, and now we're hearing that they're going to the National Investigating Bureau. How else could they have done that?
They could have done that without the initial show of force and making it as if there's an invasion of his premises and all those. Having said that, I think the law must take its course. Due process rights might go hand in hand with accountability. I think if people have broken the law, they should face accountability.
Now, what do you make of the 50 million bail condition?
I think that the bail conditions seem to be high. Bail conditions should be consistent and uniform. When it's done person by person, sometimes it looks as if it is politically motivated. I am surprised because even under the PNDC, I was released on a self-recognizance bail after I had been charged with subversion. So I think that these things must be reasonable, and they should be reasonable regardless of who is in power. We are now saying this, but NPP people were quite happy when Gregory Afoko couldn't meet his bail conditions that had been set very high, and sometimes they were blatantly ignored even when he met them. We need to be consistent in these things.
Well, I like to think that usually the security agency will look at the law particularly. Do they have any discretionary powers at any point when they're choosing the bail condition? For example, in 2012, when Alfred Agbashi-Woyome was granted a little over 54 million Ghana cedis bail until they went to court and it was varied to a little over 20 million. In this case, was it not what he's being investigated for that has warranted this bail condition? Or you think that the Investigation Bureau actually has a little bit of discretion to make it a bit lower?
They have discretion, obviously. That is why when they go to court, sometimes it can be varied. But more to the point, though, there must be transparent guidelines about bail conditions that everybody can refer to, so that we can go to that point where you fall on the spectrum of things. And then that should be done. So your bail conditions do not vary because of which party you belong to or which position you occupy.
What does this all mean for the NPP party with everything happening? What does it look like for the NPP party?
It looks bad because since this is very early yet, if he is later found guilty of malfeasance, it will seem as if the NPP was standing in the way of accountability. And that is not a political party. That is not what a party should be doing. And to be consistent, I said the same thing when the NDC were doing the same thing. Political parties should stop protesting when people are being taken through legal processes, as long as their due process rights are being respected.
They also argue that protest is a very potent legal instrument, and so they think that choosing that route as well will help them.
Well, I disagree with them. I think that when we try to distort the operations of the law with protest, it's not good. I mean, I think that there are a number of distortions of the law. One is political prosecutions, and which stray into persecutions. And the other one is also political protest and defense for people who may be guilty. I think both are wrong.
Well, Doc, yesterday, the minority in Parliament, when there was government business, it's supposed to be happening in Parliament, trekked, they marched out, they boycotted, and even today they said they were going to do that. They were going to do exactly what happened yesterday. Considering that they are a very minority in Parliament and government business, we recognize that the numbers may not, alter government business at all. But the way they are going, should we be holding them accountable when they turn around to say that the majority in Parliament is not allowing them to be part of government business? Should the country hold them accountable?
Yes, we should. I mean, no political party must lend this name or credibility to trying to subvert the law. And I say that it should apply to both parties. Prosecution should not be political, and defenses should not be political either.
So, kindly hold for me whilst I take you and also my viewers to the National Investigation Bureau, because we migrated sharply from EOCO headquarters when we got the indication that Chairman Wontumi might be in detention at the National Investigation Bureau. And then we'll bring our viewers up to speed. On your screen now, live visuals from the NIB office. And then I'll take you there to see if my colleague James Aveji can give us a little update on what's happening.
Well, MFA, you have here supporters of the NPP, a number of them who have been bused in 2 sprinter buses from the EOCO headquarters to the NIB headquarters here, the National Investigations Bureau headquarters here. You see a number of the MPs standing at the gate trying to get access to the NIB headquarters, but the gate has been shut behind them. I see the Greater Accra chairman of the party, Divana, go home here, as well as the deputy whip, Habib Idris there. All of them are trying to get access to the place. I'm trying to see if I can speak to Honorable Habib to know what the situation is. Honorable, I mean, you are live on the Pulse on Joy News. I've seen a number of you here. What are you doing here?
We are here. The Ashanti Regional Chairman is here. Yesterday, you see that we went to EOCO. When we went to EOCO, but today we realized that he is here. And then the former flag bearer of our party, is coming here. So we are here to support him to also go and then talk to them with regards to him. We have seen all the harsh conditions in terms of his bail that they have given us, which actually he hasn't been able to meet. Now holding him is against his will. The Constitution says in 48 hours the person must actually be released. So why, on what basis are they still holding him? That is why we are here. Very soon, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia will come in here.
All along, we knew that he was in and out of the Ioko headquarters and the hospital. At what point was he moved to the
Ioko doesn't have any health facility. So Ioko is of a view that the only place where they have the facility is at the National Investigation Bureau, the NIB. So they brought him in here, and that is why we are here, to ensure that he is fine. And also to make sure that this Rambo style of arresting people, this idea of adding the P back to the NDC to make it the PNDC will not be tolerated. So we are serious on it, and that's why you see many members of parliament, as we did yesterday, we said we were going back. So the members of parliament will be here, and we will be here to make sure that the regional chairman is released. The idea of NDC always trying to torment people and bring back the P back. Everybody, including the media, must stand up. You don't know what one day you say against this government that they will just pick you up like they have done to the regional chairman, as if he's a common criminal. He is a known regional chairman. He himself is very well known. He is somebody who will not run. And why should you subject him to this inhumane treatment? That is why you can see members of parliament and party faithful, regional chairman all trooping here. Very soon we are very sure that the former flag bearer and former vice president, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, will also be joining us here.
Should be joining us here. I was expecting that as a leader of the party in parliament, you should be in there. Has any member of your team been able to have access yet?
Oh, yes. Many of our MPs are here. We are standing here waiting to receive the man. We are law-abiding citizens as MPP.
Which of the leaders are in there already?
Jerry was here, but he left. Myself, I was here earlier on. I left. Former majority leader Chairman Wontumi is also in there. Nana Komia is also in there. And we are waiting for the rest of the team to come. Then we'll be able to enter in there. But they are already inside. I entered first, but I had to come out so that I can receive my colleague MPs who are here. I am outside because I don't want to leave my colleague MPs to be outside. And then we'll see what we can do. So very soon, when he comes, we will now find a way to get him in there.
Okay. We are told that the president was in Tamale, but he needs to do an emergency return to Accra. Is it because of this? Can you confirm that for us?
Which president?
The former president, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo.
What I do know is that he went for a funeral in Tamale yesterday. I was also in Tamale with him. We returned today. The former vice president is returning. The flag bearer is returning because of this issue. So I am very sure that he will come. So I was in Tamale with them, but the former vice president is returning because of this matter. Because we were thinking that they will do the right thing. Either you are taking him to court for a remand or do the right thing. But we still subjecting us into this torture and causing fear in our system. That we will not agree.
Carlos, so there we have it. We have the police moving in now to secure the gate because some party members are banging the gate, and the MPs have been trying their best to prevent the party members from banging the gate. The police have now moved in to secure the gate now. You see some of the party members agitating. They are calling on the gate to be open. And the police have lined up now in front of the gate, securing the gate from the reach of any of the party members. I can count at least 6, 7 police officers now in front of the gate now, armed in their helmets as well as their guns, trying to prevent the party members from reaching the gate. They've been banging it, calling on the NIB officials to open the gate. And so that's been what is happening so far. I also see that the former sports minister, who is also an MP here, the confirmation is that Honorable Chairman Wontumi, who is the former majority leader, is currently in there together with Nana Komia a leading member of the party, as well as other MPs, in order to see the health of Chairman Wontumi. Come, let's talk. You are a member of the party, and you are here. Why are you here?
I'm here to take my chairman home. So, as you can see, the NDC are intimidating us. We don't want that. If they want to push us to the end, we're just going to do that. But because of respect and some stuff, we are okay.
So you are here to take your chairman?
Yeah, I'm just here to take my chairman.
If you don't get him out?
We are going to take my chairman home tonight. I'm right here. I'm right here to take my chairman out home.
But you know what he's expected to do to fulfill the bail conditions and go home, which they are trying to do.
The bail condition, I'm not going to pay that money. Chairman is not going to pay that money.
Why?
Do you have that money on you? No one's have that money. So where are you going to get the money? I can't get that money. So even though we sell Ghana property, we can't even get that money. You get me right? So after right here, picking chairman home, the NDC, we are going to deal with them. If they don't know what to do, we'll deal with them.
And so that's a member of the party. He said he's here. He's here to take his chairman home. The regional chairman of the party, Divine Agahome, also has some more issues to talk about.
Allow due process, to take its rightful place, except that where we think that the system is being artificially, skewed against us, then you see you see this kind of behavior. But so far, I think that we've been able to speak well with our people, and that's why we've conducted ourselves well so far. It's good.
The layman on the street wants to know why over 88 or almost 88 MPs made their presence known at the Iyoko office. That did not really make any impact. The party hierarchy, you've all been speaking for the Ashanti Regional Chairman. And till now, that has not really synced well with the investigative body that is still holding him. And there is this school of thought also that the MPs and the party stalwarts could have just put resources together and ensure you secure the bail for him. What would be your response to all this?
Let me first of all ask if you know the condition that the ECO is asking for as a bill, condition for Chairman Wontumi.
We are told that 50 million.
50 million.
Ghana cedis.
So now, assuming that we'll be able to mobilize that within us, would you want to spare a thought for the precedent that we are setting? This is a party chairman. This is somebody who was, until he was picked, he was cooperating with the security agency. CID invited him, he was there, and then just as he was granted bail, and he was on his way out, the UCO also got involved and arrested him. This is not somebody who is running away. If you see the political actors that are here now, that should tell you that, he has a support base that guarantees his availability. So if you are conditioning...
Aside his availability, is there conditions to be met?
And so that's the regional chairman, Greater Accra regional chairman of the NPP, Honorable Divine. I go home there addressing the media. I would just want you to have a better view of what is happening here. And you see in your shot some other party supporters still trooping in. A number of them are on the shoulders of the road. A few police officers are also around, and other members of the public are also around. You see some of the supporters now on the edge of the road, right opposite the NIB headquarters. We know that the party leadership have made their way in there already, trying to know about the health of Chairman Wontumi and to negotiate for him to be taken home. We are also expecting the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, to also make his way here. Let me try and see if I can still speak to more of the party members. Boss, thank you for your time. What are you here to do?
Okay, well, for Chairman Wontumi. That is I'm watching on. That was Tuesday, you know, call on you could judge now. I'm saying much more. You call on I could judge now since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You who Chairman Wontumi. even party for executive MPs now but say a person who no come on the kasakeke go na come the person who omo say omo makwa ma obi anu obi anyere eni nkomo not knowing say enye hono na kwhye obi na ba sha ebe pana bon ekuno.
We are told that he's not feeling well and that he's been brought here to seek medical attention, but not what you are saying.
Na me pa a higher hospital.
The NIB, we are told, has a clinic which people at detention seek medical attention. You don't have that information?
And they maintain that higher hospital.
Okay.
Sorry.
So you want to take him home?
Yes. And then a drone.
Okay.
You always my book Koya, just send them any abre. But if it has just say, and Nija Kakrabe say, oh, maybe I bet Papa Noel.
Okay. What's your name?
About NPP.
Okay. And so that party food there is also here to put his weight behind the call. I mean, what's your name, sir?
I'm Yabons here.
You are also a supporter of the party?
Yeah, I'm a supporter.
The call is clear. There's a bail condition given to him to fulfill. If he fulfills that, he goes home. The second surety, we are told, Dr. Bawumia is standing in to grant that. Why the need to come here?
So the need is that it's been more than 48 hours. It's been more than 48 hours. Once even the sureties haven't been met, can't you take him to court? Can't you take him to court? This is just simple. Can't you take him to court? Is it a rule of law? Is Ghana now a banana republic? I just don't understand. President Mahama has been voted for. He has the goodwill of the people. Why is he doing this? Very soon, all the goodwill will just fade out.
But is this the fault of government and the IOCO?
No.
Because he's been granted bail 48 hours ago. It is now with him and his lawyers to meet the bail condition for him to go home. Is that not the case?
No, I understand. But then the point is, once we are more than 48 hours, why don't you send him to court? This is just simple. We are more than 48 hours. Send him to court. Send him to court. It's simple as that.
Okay. Thank you. And so that's another member of the party. As for the allegations about whether he's been brought here for some wrong reasons, as the previous supporter says, those we cannot independently confirm, and so cannot attribute ourselves to that. But if you look on the streets from where we are, these are the vehicles of the members of parliament who are here, the four wheels of the MPs that have been parked all the way from the entrance of the NIB all the way to the junction there, as they have, a number of them have already made their way into the NIB headquarters to check on the welfare of the Chairman Wontumi. We're waiting on them to come out and give us a feedback as to what they have seen so far. But you see other members of the party cladded in red, some on their heads, others on their necks and on their arms. They are there still occupying fully the entrance of the NIB headquarters, insisting they would not move until Chairman Wontumi is brought out of the NIB premises. Also, the police have moved in to secure the entrance of the place, the gate of the NIB headquarters, to prevent the party supporters from banging the gate as they were doing earlier. And so that's what we have, the scene we have here as we speak. Chief, I see red scarf on your head.
Because right now, the way we are standing safe, we already vex. 2028, they forward for us. We go pay back. We go do times 10.
To win the elections?
Yes, we go do times 10. We are going to win the election. We are going to do times 10. What they are doing is not good. How many days today? How many days today? We are here. We are not going to house. We are going to sleep here. Unless they leave our chairman. If not, we're not going to accept this thing. We are Ghanaians, so we are not foreigners. But 2028, NDC, we go pay back. We have the men, NPP, we have the men.
Who I'm sure will win the election. But do you have any idea of the main issues on the ground that bail has been granted? He should just meet the bail condition.
Because if they grant somebody for bail, you're supposed to give the person bail.
which the bill which has been given, which he need to meet, provide what the security officials want and go home.
That's why. So what they are doing is not fair. It's not fair. What they are doing is not fair. They will stop what they are doing. They want us to spoil the country. That.
So you want them to release him,
yes,
so that all of you will live here?
Yes.
If it's not released, you are staying here?
Yes, we are going to sleep here ourselves.
So when?
So any day that they are going to leave him. If not, we are not going back to house.
Okay. That's another supporter there. A number of them.
Something will happen.
A number of them.
If they don't leave him today, something will happen. Right now, we are respecting our leaders because our leaders are here. But you know one thing, Wontumi will not be kept here today. Okay. If Wontumi will be kept here today, then something will happen in this country. I swear to God.
What about the call for him to just meet the bill conditions?
If he has not met the bail conditions, you should have sent him to court today. So the court either will keep him, so that because we are law-abiding people, we'll know that this is what the law is saying, this is what the court has said. But you don't use your strength because of I'm the president, I am the minister, then some of us will not tolerate that. So this is Ghana. We are enjoying the peace that we have in Ghana. They should let us continue to enjoy the peace. Because some of us, before we come here today, we already made up our mind. Either we are going to be killed or we are going to be arrested.
I'm sure it will not get to that point.
So they should release him here today because I swear to God, something will happen. You just watch and see. Don't go anywhere. They shouldn't release him. You will see something. Okay. It will get to a level we will not listen to our leaders.
We pray that it doesn't get there.
Level we will not listen to our leaders. We will let them know that in the NPP, we also have the men. We also have people that their hearts disturb them to certain levels. Okay. You didn't see us. Since they arrested him, we are here today. We know what is going to happen. They should let him come out, and we are going to see.
Okay, that's another member threatening that they would make sure he comes out.
Okay, so I'm the convener for Alliance for True Justice and Accountability Ghana. Okay, so we are also here to monitor what's going on. In fact, we are a civil society group, so whatever happens in this country, it's our major concern. So we are also here to monitor and also pay alliance to whatever is going on here.
Okay. Thank you so much. We hope that. And so some the youth have erupted into chants and cheers as we speak. It's unclear what has necessitated that, but as you know, those are some of the things that happen. Sometimes they raise some of this to raise the morale, to keep their energy high and keep them alert as they keep vigil, waiting that Chairman Wontumi may be released as they are calling for. You see the police trying to interact with them. And so that's the situation here as we speak. The youth and the supporters of the NPP are here jeering and cheering as they wait on their leaders to succeed in the negotiations with the NIB officials to see if Chairman Wontumi will be released in the course of today. But just a recap of what we've experienced so far in the course of the day, we know that the minority should be making their way. Some MPs are already here. But the former vice president and the former flag bearer of the party, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, we are told, should make his way here this afternoon as part of the NPP's or the minorities, opposition NPP's pressure on the IOCO now and the NIB to release the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the party who have been, we are told, brought to the NIB clinic here to seek medical attention. He has been arrested on Tuesday on grounds, we are told by the Deputy AG, on some financial crimes, and that is what they are investigating as we speak. And so he's been in and out of the IOCO premises as well as the hospital seeking medical attention. Just this afternoon, as we wait for the vice president to come, we had the information that he has been brought to the NIB clinic here at the NIB headquarters here at Ridge to seek medical attention. You see in your shot there the police mounting, the police taking position at the NIB headquarters here to also beef up security. You see a number of their patrol vehicles on the streets, and so there is traffic here on the street in front of the NIB headquarters. The police are here. The water cannon, one of them which has been stationed at the IOCO head office, have also been brought in here at the NIB headquarters, stationed here with a number of the police officers who were earlier brought to the IOCO headquarters, also moved to the NIB headquarters to come and beef up security here as we speak. More and more of the party supporters are pouring on the streets in front of the NIB headquarters here, jeering and cheering as they await what decision will be arrived at the IOCO, at the NIB headquarters, as the former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Wontumi, as we speak, is leading delegations in the NIB head office, negotiating, checking on the health status of Chairman Wontumi, also in negotiations with the NIB officials to see if Chairman Wontumi can be released from their custody. A number of the NPP members of parliament are currently in there as we speak, with quite a number of them also at the entrance. The youth there in another jeering and cheering as we speak, singing the party anthem, as well as some national songs, patriotic songs as we speak. You see them in your shot there, jeering and cheering, engaging in what we call Jama. They have now moved the traffic boards to the front of the vehicles that are here in an attempt to cordon off the road as we speak. We can get closer to get some of those ambience as we speak. And now they are moving up and down the street. And so there they are, engaging in jeering and cheering. As we speak now, the road has been blocked now. The youth are in the middle of the road. They have blocked the road to traffic. You see cars coming from the left side of the NIB headquarters are stuck in traffic now. Let me try and see if I can speak to any of the drivers to know what they are contemplating, as the youth will not let them move from the road. Driver, I mean, you've been here for a few minutes now. You are not getting access. What are you considering?
It's okay. I don't have anything to say.
Where are you coming from? Where are you going?
Well, I'm going to, I think, Accra, Maine. I'm from a hotel here, so that's all I can say.
Are you turning back?
Yes, I have to. I just have to find a way to see whether I can turn back.
Okay. Have the police been telling you anything about the security arrangements so far, traffic arrangements? Okay, and so he said he's coming from a hotel and making his way to the street. There's another... Boss, can I speak to you briefly about the traffic situation? You've been here for a few minutes now.
Almost 10 minutes now. Yeah, I will make there are services somewhere, so make it let me go a way to go.
Where are you coming from?
Accra.
And you are going where?
I'm going to head office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the police telling you anything about the security arrangement?
No. I just entered the traffic. So make it allow people to pass, go to on a journey. Thank you.
Do you have any idea when they will be allowing you to go?
No. I just sent the policeman to tell them to give us away.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are hoping that hopefully the police would make some arrangement for you to go?
I'm hoping that it will be okay.
Okay. Yeah. And so that's another driver there indicating that he's also coming from Accra, trying to get his way. The police water cannon is now advancing towards here. The police are making way for the water cannon to have proper access to the entrance of the place. We don't know what the arrangement is, but the water cannon is trying to come here The supporters are now sitting on the floor, some sleeping on the floor, in an attempt to deny access to the place, to block traffic entirely from the place. You see the driver there agitating, calling on them to retreat. And so the party supporters are signaling that they will not give way to the drivers. I mean, these are ordinary drivers, actually, who are trying to make their way. And so the cars are reversing now. You see the cars reversing now. It looks like they are going back to find an alternative route to their destinations. As we speak, the road here has been blocked. The supporters are shouting, away, 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 as they clap. The drivers are now trying to reverse their way from the place where the party supporters have indicated clearly, some of them still sitting and kneeling on the floor, saying they will not give access to drivers. Traffic will not flow here as far as they are concerned. And so the cars are reversing now. The police are trying to control the traffic, to find alternative routes for the drivers to have their way back. And so that's the situation here. Traffic is entirely blocked on the streets in front of the NIB headquarters here. The supporters will have nothing of the various police, from both the police and the drivers, for them to give way to the drivers to have access. They will not hear any of that. And so the police will now have to find an alternative route for the drivers as they are reversing. They are still sitting on the road, blocking traffic, while their leadership are still in there trying to negotiate with the NIB officials to see if they can know the exact status of Chairman Wontumi and if he will be released from the NIB, custody. I'm trying to see if I can still see what is happening at the entrance of the Ioko, of the NIB headquarters. You see another party supporter here. She has laid her clothes on the ground and she's sleeping at the entrance, making herself comfortable on the bare floor. Let's hear what she's trying to say.
Yoko, una uji sikanu banki. On the right, yo. I think 3 days to Monday, Tuesday. How to namu yinu? Adewa kudipa. Jo mama, ube say Ghana ho. Na nado jai Ghana ma ure nyasa na Ghana tie ho. Ye wo peace wa Ghana ana na jo mama na jai Ghana ma wu. Iti remo acha onsho nu yo. Na party 4 years besu. 4 years besu. 4 years pastors, imams, civil society wo Ghana ana de Wontumi nkasa. Muso jo mama tomu nyina te Wontumi nkasa. Ye ka kire mu jo mama ade o ye no onja yo Ghana ye wo ye unity o. Democracy tim emu ye wo mu. Nti o man ye try peace mu. Onja Wontumi maye. Osro Wontumi. Onimisa Wontumi tim kitama. Ye betima woni oni nsem. Onimisa Wontumi kitama. Ye betima woni nsem. Do mu sro Wontumi. Why am I out? So I say it. No, but Jimmy. No, don't throw system.
And so that's a member of the party there. Expressing her grievance about what has been happening so far, calling on the president and other stakeholders. Her appeal essentially is to the CSOs as well as the religious leaders to also speak up. But the rule is clear. We don't know how the IOCO and the NIB will be dealing with this as we speak, but as we indicated earlier, the party leadership, including some minority MPs, are in there negotiating. You see the rest of them in your shot there. The Honorable Deputy Whip is there, still in a conversation with his members. Let me just find out from him if he's getting any indication, and then I'll come back to the studio as we speak. Honorable, any indication so far what is happening inside? Are you getting any indication so far what is happening inside?
I told you earlier on as to what is happening. We have some of our colleagues who are already in there. At the moment, we are waiting for the former vice president and the flag bearer for 2024 election. He is just almost here. He just landed at the airport and he will be coming in here soon. So when he comes, then we'll go in there and see what we can be able to do. But as indicated earlier on, what the NDC is doing now is an indication that they want to add the P back to the NDC to make it a PNDC. You need to help us to resist it, because even the voice of the media will be truncated when we go back to that kind of rule they want to subject us to. So definitely, we are law-abiding citizens. We know all Chairman Wontumi. He's not running. He's not going anywhere. So why must you put that harsh bail condition on him? Bail shouldn't be that difficult for anybody, to be able to meet that condition. So by exactly what they are doing, it is not. It is like well planned. It is ill-intended, and they have a motive of actually trying to keep him until Monday. That is why they keep tossing him around. So very soon when he comes, you will see that he'll go in there. We'll try and see what we can do to secure a bail for him. I will be here until he is released.
Thank you. And so, MFI, if you are still there, that's the situation. The indication is that the former vice president and former flag bearer should be here any moment from now, and we'll see what happens after that. I just see Samia Uku, the former national chairman, national organizer of the party, making his way here, also coming here. I'm sure we can just have a word with him on what the indication is from him as well.
His fundamental human rights are clearly being violated. And then again, as well, if you put a bail condition so draconian beyond the reach of the person, then we are using a backdoor approach to tell the person that I will not respect your fundamental human right. And that is why the NPP is showing its full strength and force. That indeed, well, first of all, we are also not saying that if any member of the NPP goes contrary to the laws of our Ghana, the person should be treated separately. No, what we are saying is that at every material point in time, the right of the accused, even fundamentally under our constitution, must be respected. It is not negotiable. And at the heart of our rule of law is constitutional democracy. And that is the constitution. And so that we are not saying that whether Chairman Wontumi has done wrong or has done right. What we are saying is that give the man a fair hearing in court. If you have a good case, don't let security agencies decide or adjudicate on the matter for you. Take it to the courtroom, and that is where the matters can properly be set out, and then the accused can also have his day in court. But if you put a bail condition for 50 million cedis, my goodness, and it's draconian. You are clearly then telling the person, I will not respect your rights under our constitution. And we find it a bit ludicrous. We find it a bit unfortunate, and we believe that nobody should think that it's just because of Wontumi. It can be somebody tomorrow. And the police you see here today, they'll be the same police when MPP is in power. And they are not new to whatever that is happening here today. But what the MPP will not sit idle as members of parliament, as a political party, what we will not sit idle to witness is a deliberate attempt to erode our constitutional gains and our democratic gains. So yes, that's why.
Just want to find out, we've been getting the indications this afternoon that the former vice president is providing the second surety for him. Do you have any indication where?
He's been playing, and what I can confirm is that the former vice president has been playing an active role in helping to arrange the bail conditions for Chairman Wontumi. That is the extent to which I can go with that information. That he's playing an active role in helping to arrange and meet the bail conditions for Chairman. However, let me also put it on record that he finds the bail conditions very draconian, and he thinks that it's a mockery of our constitutional process.
Has that arrangement concluded? Has the Yoko begun verifying those?
I think they are in the process. what I can say is that a lot is being done behind the scenes. The former Vice President himself is making efforts as a matter of urgency to have a meeting with the top brass of all our lawyers within the NPP. Not today, but in the coming days. Yes, he is. He was in the north for the Mion Landers anniversary, but I can tell you that he's now on ground in Accra, and he will be making his way to also see for himself. We're making an attempt to also see our embattled regional chairman as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that's Samir Uku, the former national organizer of the NPP. He's also made his way. And so a few things we can say now is that the former vice president is on his way here. Per the information we have on the bail conditions, he also indicated that he should believe that the bail conditions are being concluded, while they hope that the Yoko also verifies that for him for Chairman Wontumi to get his freedom. And so MFI will be all over this for you and our viewers and keep you up to speed on how things turn out in the coming few minutes or hours.
Well, James, very well done. Take a minute and take some water. I bet this is going to be a long one tonight. But still on the polls, I have Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, founding member of the NPP. Let's get into it. Doc, thank you for making time to talk to us on the polls. Is this what you envisage of the NPP and how they should respond to what they say is a violation of one of their members' rights?
I think I have, on a number of occasions, cautioned this nation. Now listen to me carefully. I've cautioned this nation that the Democrats that we are trying to practice now, we haven't got to a stage that we can beat our chest and say we have arrived. What is so disgraceful to me, maybe others might look at a different way. This is a democratic party, a party that was founded on democracy. Yes, a person has committed an offense. He has not been thrown into prison. He has been held by the security agencies, questioned him. I have gone through that before. Not one, not twice, 3 times. Now, bail has been offered. The conviction or the bail itself, I'm told, is 50 million cedis. Not in cash, I don't believe. But I'm sure it's all about broad parties. Those who will come and say, this is my property, that is my property, and I want to negotiate so that the gentleman is given bail, and the bail will be granted. However, before or during the election, I caution this country that if the NPP, my party, fail to win the election, they will definitely have what we call B plan or plan B. The records are there. If I'm telling lies, play your tapes, either you or TV3. And I thought the NDC is going to learn from or take a note from what I said. Their leadership in particular. I said they should be careful. These people will come out with plan B. Because they have been in power for 8 years. They have been a lot of stealing and diverting of state properties and monies to foreign countries. And if we are not careful as a nation, that is what they will do. And what is Plan B about? It is as simple as that. They will create a state of confusion that will make it impossible for the government to rule. And that is what we are seeing with our naked eyes. And when that continues, it will get to a stage that another group of people, not necessarily NDC, because people are watching. And the moment security breaks down, what will happen next is the armed forces to take over and make sure there's stability. That is where we are heading to. Anyone who fails to do that, to see that, doesn't know what it's about. I have been in this country, and I know what I'm talking about. There are elders in this country, and they should talk and caution leadership of the country at the moment. That is where we are heading to. We want to destroy the democratic dispensation that we have been given almost 30 years plus ago. Now, by our constitution, after an election, if we fail to win the presidency, the leadership of the party goes into the hands of the chairman of the party, the national chairman of the party. Where is the national chairman of the party? He's nowhere to be found. I have not even heard about him. Where is he? By our constitution, he has the right to control the party. And from the time of B.J. Darocha, Peter Alajete, Audrey Sykes, and others, we've never said something like that. Even when we were confronting military regimes of Jerry John Rawlings, things were done democratically. What is happening now is a disgrace. But I say it is a plan B. And if we are not careful, I'm questioning this present government headed by John Dramani Mahama. If he takes this as a joke, he will laugh at the other side of his face.
Doc, that said, what would you rather the government or the security agencies do in response? What would you rather?
Look, there have been serious situations in this country I've seen with my naked eye. You follow me? Where you have security agencies that know what they are about. They know how to handle some situations. And let me tell you one thing. During the time that President J.A. Kufuor was in power, there was a series of one or two demonstrations. Yes. Where people even, one individual lost his eye. Now, security was in hands of a person with experience. I will never stop calling this man's name. The head of security, the minister in charge of security, was Francis Poku. I believe he's still around. Francis Poku will never allow this to happen. I'm not saying he will come down there with guns and irons to chase the people. No. He knows what to do. We have security men, I believe, security experts. They should know what to do. I'm not to tell them. That's not my work. But I can see what can happen. I have been in the system over 50 years. Indeed, since I left university and joined the armed forces, throughout my life in the armed forces, I've seen various stages of such disturbances and the way the military the way the security agencies have handled it.
Doctor,
What is happening now?
Yes. I mean,
ask a big question.
Yeah.
And the security agencies up to the tax.
Where we are now.
Because
yes.
we have members of parliament involved now.
Including
Members
one
of
member of parliament actually threatening disruption as well. They said they may use, including a member of parliament threatening that they may use aggression if he's not released from detention today. I mean, earlier at Iyoko headquarters, we would have thought, we would have thought that by the time they are migrating to the NIB, the numbers would have reduced. But we're reporting live that there were buses that had bused the supporters to the National Investigation Bureau. In all of this,
when I say it's a plan B, I said this before during the election. One thing was crystal clear. They never thought they would lose this election. And I have said that John Mahama should not think he won the election. John Mahama has a role to play. He was just a conveyance belt. Yes, NDC worked hard, but they shouldn't think they won the election. There are people in this country who are not members of any political party. They changed the system that we're in. Mahama is just a conveyance belt. I will say it and say it again, because that is what it is. And that is why we are seeing what is going on now.
Now, what does a conveyance belt mean? What would that mean in this contest?
Look, Mahama is a very gentle politician. And as such, when we wanted a change, we were lucky he was around and leading a political party. And to bring the change very smoothly, he is the type of person that was used. You follow me?
Yes.
Now, if you watch carefully, after the NDC resounding victories figures started coming out from the north, from the west, from where each and everyone in this country who has been to school will know that my party was definitely being pushed out of power. He didn't say anything. He was quiet. Indeed, when the figures were so clear and glaring, percentage involved that he has won, he didn't say anything. It took the electoral commissioner 2 good days before she came out to officially announce the winner. What does that tell you? No, I really don't know what is happening. I'm sick and tired. I have just released a book, A Nation into Retirement. And all these things are there. I've recorded all these things there. Because I have carefully studied the politics of this country. And there are a lot of people we have in government now who don't know even what the political issues concerning this nation is about. They have won elections and they are sitting in their ministries. And they think nothing will happen. Kutu Achampon used a similar thing to come to power. If they don't know, I'm telling them.
Where we are today, where we are now, what would you rather, what's the way forward? Because right on TV, we saw party supporters threatening chaos and mayhem on live TV, which I would have thought that by this time the party leadership would have condemned. You asked a question, where is the party chairman? He's nowhere to be found, as you have just been questioning where he is. The party supporters are there. It looks like the numbers are increasing. This is not very peculiar to the NPP. We've seen times where the NDC as well, when they have a sudden challenge, it will be as though there's a call for party supporters to gather for some sort of disruption. But today, it's right in front and at the foot of the security agencies, right from the IOCO to the National Investigation Bureau. What's the way forward?
No, the party has no leadership. There's a clear indication as we speak now. As I said, by the constitution of the party, it is a national chairman of the party who should be in control of the party. Is he in control of the party? Where is he? You can't even find him. The national chairman. If it had been DJ Darocha alive, or he happened to be the chairman of the party, this would never happen. Or Peter Lajite, or those guys. But where is the national chairman? He should have called these people to order and tell them that let's go by the constitution of the nation. But it's nowhere to be found. Now, the reason is quite simple. He didn't come to his position because he had the qualities of leadership. No, he hasn't got it. I know it very well. The leader must be somebody who has integrity, is a strategic thinker, and somebody who can call a spade a spade. You are dealing with human beings. And if you are the national chairman, your directives will go to the various sectors of the party, i.e., regional, district level, and even to the constituency level. But we don't have anything like that. It is not the running mate or the what do you call it? The field vice president that is the leader of the party. No, he's the chairman of the party, the national chairman of the party.
And so the vice president's indication, the vice president's indication of going to the National Investigation Bureau, we're also learning that he has arranged for the second surety so that Chairman Wontumi would have met his bail bond conditions. What are the optics like? You say that it's not really his duty, but he's offered. He said he's going to be there, which we're all are waiting for that. Is this your expectation?
I say it is not his duty. He is interfering with the constitution of the party. Now, I will say that it is unfortunate that Akufo-Addo has brought this ninth party to this seat. It's unfortunate. Because when he created these various what do you call it? Various groupings that we had during the era of leadership, like what do you call him in German?
Adolf Hitler.
Adolf, and all. This is happened. You have forgot that there were various things that came immediately to support the party then in power. We shouldn't have been the case. But we all saw ears, eyes. And these are the results. Akufo-Addo has totally destroyed the new patriotic party that was formed through sweat and blood. People died. I know about that. People have to stay in prison for years. Take a man like Kwame Pianim. Why is he not talking now? He won't talk because He knows that there's a constitution. And the constitution is not being respected by the members of the party. It's not being respected by the members of the party because the party itself now has no leader.
Dr. Nyawanya Otabaklo, we're grateful that you're able to join us today and sharing your thoughts on what's happening currently. We're happy that we're able to call on you again when we want to continue this conversation.
Thank you.
You're still watching The Pulse, and we're bringing you the live coverage of Chairman Wontumi's detention from Iyoko, believed to go to the National Investigation Bureau. And James is still on ground. We're waiting for the arrival of the former flag bearer of the NPP, the former vice president as well, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as well. And we'll bring you all of the details. Is Chairman Wontumi going to be released? Will he be able to meet the bail bond conditions as well? You're still watching The Pulse. And guess who just joined me in studio? Kojo Brace.
That's what it is.
Is this one of the days we still get to call you the Hunter Pele?
Well, maybe and maybe not. But today we're not talking about Hunter, but it's good you call me Hunter Pele because any other day I love to be called by that name.
So
it brings identity.
We just saw party supporters, of course, because they're in company of the NPP. We can only say that the NPP supporters threatening security live on TV. And up until now, if we've seen any of the party leadership condemning that, I'm sure we would have brought it to our audience without hesitation. We haven't seen that. It is as though political parties are becoming notorious for using this tool where when they call on party supporters to amass, just because there's no line drawn between the constitutional rights of a person or using protest as a tool for sharing your grievances. I'm just wondering, where can we draw the line?
Well, we can draw the line somewhere because of how we all understand it. That, well, if the security services pick up someone, then you leave the security services to do their work. So it does not behove on you to interfere in how the security service does its work. So I'm sure we all know where the line is drawn. Where you see these people clamoring the way they have is, as they do tell us, that they think that they are treating the man unfairly.
But the law is the law.
Yes, but as they do that, then people tell them, why aren't you going to court to rather ask for, a reduction of the bail conditions, So it's, they do know, but they just want to take advantage of the situations just to make sure that they drive home what they feel is the right thing to be done. But yeah, it brings us a lot for us to talk about.
Of course, it's going to be a long evening. You want to stay with us here. We're taking you live to the National Investigation Bureau, where the former Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, has arrived. And James will be bringing us the update.
First now, he just went in there together with the Deputy Minority Whip, Habib, who have all just got access to the NIB office. He just arrived a few minutes ago, and after some negotiation, few minutes of negotiations with the police, he's been allowed access into the NIB office together with his Deputy Minority Whip there. And so that's the situation. We're still waiting on the arrival of the former Vice President as we speak. But the youth are still here in high spirit. That's why I said, I want to put the microphone off, but you keep your... You can use your earpiece. I mean your earpiece. So you can nobody, the sound will be clear.
Well, so you're still watching Joy News, and we are bringing you a special extended edition of The Pulse, because today our cameras are live at the NIB headquarters as well as the Iyoko headquarters, just to bring you, a full coverage of whatever is happening at these two places. We don't want you to miss anything that happens at these two areas. We do understand that the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, will be making his way to the NIB headquarters, and we will be bringing you that. Earlier in the day, we've all been communicated to with regards to the fact that he wants to ensure that he puts up the sureties needed for Chairman Wontumi to be released. It's almost 6 p.m. Whether or not they will get that, well, we leave that to the gods. It's only God who can really tell whether the Chairman Wontumi will be released today. But what we know for a fact is that, the former Vice President is coming. Okay, so we can see on your screens now visuals of he and some of his people there. Okay, I see Anthony Cabo, a former youth organizer of the NPP and a strong ally of the former Vice President, has already made his way there. Okay, so I can see the former Vice President in picture now. His bodyguards are doing everything they can to shield him from the numerous supporters who have gathered at the NIB there. Well, let's see what becomes of this particular visit. So I can see the former sports minister, Yusuf Mustafa, there as well. They all came with the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. He is interacting with security personnel there. I think they will then guide them as to how they can have access to the NIB office there. Let's see how it goes. But there's serious heckling ongoing at the NIB headquarters. Look, everybody wants to capture the man there. All the cameras want to capture him. I think we are at a very advantageous point to be able to capture whatever is happening. But if you are listening to this without your eye on your screen, there is intense heckling going on there. Everybody wants to catch a glimpse of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. What I can see people chanting there, because if you look at the reactions, it will only be chants by party supporters there. So the former Vice President has now had access into the BNI. We're all expecting to hear what becomes of this particular visit. But look, serious heckling just to get access into the NIB. Heckling seriously is what is happening. The tussle is serious. Security officers trying to prevent what's happening there. But let's take you there now for you to feel what's happening. James.
Into the office. You see there's a scuffle between the police officers and the party supporters now. The police officers are trying to prevent the party supporters from access into the NIB headquarters. And they are also pushing very hard. You see the lady that has been tossed away, and the police are trying to secure the entrance of the place. At least 2 or 3 and 4 party police officers are there now. You see there, the Greater Accra Regional Chairman, Divine Agohom, is caught in the middle of all of that. And one member is whisked away. There's a scuffle between some of the supporters. The police are trying to secure them. There is a scuffle here now as we speak. There is no respect for anybody. One person is just tossed away as they are trying to maintain calm at a place. And they are pushed now to the entrance of the main road, or the main entrance of the place. I see the police trying their best to de-escalate the situation and bring back calm to the place as we speak. These youths have, just aroused into chaos after the former Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, was gained access to the place. I'm sure calm is restoring now. The police are trying to engage the youth now to calm them down now. Calm is restoring now. It was a moment of chaos where the Vice President was pushed into the NIB headquarters, and some of the youth also trying to make access to the place. The police fought pretty hard to kick them off the entrance of the place, and they have been pushed out of the place now, and the police have secured the main entrance of the place now, where they have secured the gate against any force of the youth now, and to prevent them from accessing the place. All of this chaos has resulted from the attempt to get Dr. Bawumia into the NIB headquarters. He has just been pushed in there. You saw how Dr. Bawumia was pushed into the place. The youths are still in agitation as we speak, pushing and pulling each other even as we speak. They are, leaders are trying to get them to calm down. It is still unclear why they are agitated and why they are pushing and pulling each other. But all of that was resulting from the commotion that came with the entrance of Dr. Bawumia. He has gained access to the place. The minority leader, Alexander Penyumakin, was also allowed entry to the place, and two of them are adding up to Chairman Sabonsu, as well as other members of the leadership of the public are in now, and the youth are being encouraged to leave the place now, to go back as we speak. And so the police have been able to restore some level of chaos as we speak now. The youth are still standing at the entrance of the place. They are wanting to also get access to the place, but the police will not get any of that. I see at least 3 military officers brought in now. I can count at least 3 of them fully armed, with some in a mask as we speak, to also help to restore peace to the place. And so the military are here together with the police, trying to maintain law and order to the place. Just a minute or two ago, there were no military officers here, but I can count a few of them. I see about 6-7 military officers now, some in mask as we speak, who have come to help the police to maintain law and order here at the entrance of the NIB headquarters as we speak. The youth are come now, and peace is restored, calm is restored. All of the chaos, the pushing and pulling have subsided now. The youth are now calm. And so we will not be waiting for the leadership of the NPP, together with the leadership of the party in Parliament, to come out now as and when they have any information on the status of the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the party, of the New Patriotic Party, Chairman Wontumi, who this afternoon we've been told has been brought to the clinic here. You see that the national security officials also there now. And so we have 3 separate security officers here now. The Ghana National Police Service are here. The Ghana Police Service are here. The military are also here, as well as the national security operatives are also here. All of them armed to the teeth now, guarding the gate of the National Investigations Bureau, and are trying to maintain order here, law and order here as we speak. And so the national security operatives, as well as the military and the police service, are all here. Calm has been restored now to the place. What we are waiting for now is for the leadership of the party. We know now, we can confirm that the former majority leader, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, is in the police headquarters, the NIB headquarters. The minority leader, Alexander Penyumakin, some 10 minutes ago, have also gained access to the place, as well as the former Vice President, Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, have also just made his way into the place amidst all of the chaos that has been happening here. And so he's also in there, and as well as Nana Kumia is also in there. And so we can say that the leadership, I see the original Chairman, just want to, Chairman, I go home. He's here. He has been push and pull all of us as we speak. Chairman, just want to have a word with you. Chairman, you have successfully got your former vice president to the place as well as the minority leader. It must be a hectic one for you.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Well, we understand. That's the job we do. It's a daily work, so we understand that well. Yeah.
At the point, I saw you in the push and pull. Were you trying to calm your supporters down?
Exactly. We need to find a way of making sure that the police also don't unduly, put pressure on our people, so that they may end up hurting them. Okay. As it is now, one of the ladies, you can see, a lady, the police officer was heckling her. And that's what got our security people angry. Okay. You understand? Okay. We've behaved very well so far. Okay. We've been here for almost 3 hours. No incident. Why now? If you are pushing men, that's okay. But if you are pushing a lady, then you invite trouble. So that's what it is. But thank God we've been able to, come.
But for now, calm has restored now, and your leadership are in there doing the negotiations. So far, between the time we've been here and now, have you got any updates so far?
Well, honestly, we are expecting that they will be able to, bring good news now. But for now, once His Excellency, the former Vice President, is here and he's been allowed in to go and hopefully do the final bit of the negotiation, let's hope that at the end of the day they will come out and we'll be happy. We've behaved well, as I said earlier. We've conducted ourselves very well, and we are hoping that there will be no any unpleasant incidents so that we all live here. The police are supposed, to be there to protect us. And we are also, expected to conduct ourselves in a way that will make their work easy.
Exactly.
It's a win-win situation. Once we all understand this, we are good to go. There's no problem at all. Do you understand? Okay. Why are we here? We are here because of our colleague, the Ashanti Regional Chairman. That is all. If what we are asking, that the UCO, the BNI should vary the bill condition a little so that we'll be able to meet it, we take our person out. And then the law, takes its natural course. That's okay. That's all we are asking for. Okay. Nothing more.
Thank you so much. And that's Divine Agohome. He is the regional chairman of the NPP in the Greater Accra region. For our audiences on both radio and TV, we can confirm now that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is in there, the minority leader is in there, Nana Kumia is in there, former majority leader, and Osei Mensabosu is also in there, and they are hoping that some consensus will be reached. My colleague Michael Papaniashal is just joining me here. Papa, I'm sure you've been monitoring the things from the office so far, and you are also here so far. Your impressions, and then you take over.
All right. So, James, it's been a number of days here with Chairman Wontumi still in the custody of government investigative bodies, and they are looking forward to the bail conditions, he meeting the bail condition, they can leave him. We've had the NPP raise a number of issues here. I've been interacting with some of you. You've done a very yeoman job. You've done a good job here, James Savaji. But I know you stick around, you definitely not be going home. But James Savaji, this is our live coverage.
Defense Minister is in here. Honorable Nitiwol is in here. Want to share what with us, Honorable?
Honorable, seeing you here, this is my first time seeing you here. What really has brought you here?
Thank you very much. So I was in the north to attend the funeral of the Mion Lana with the former president and the former candidate, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. And I'm here because I'm very disappointed in the style of governance of President Mahama with respect to these particular matters. I'm very disappointed because yesterday I told the former president, Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo, that the powers that they are using to harass people, you had those powers for 8 years. That's not what we saw. Nobody is above the law, and nobody is above the crime, and nobody is above the laws of this country. But there's always a way of going about this. You don't arrest somebody keep him and come and say that you have a bill condition of 50 million Ghana. How many people in Ghana are able to raise 50 million Ghana cedi to build one? What sort of crime? Somebody is being treated like a common criminal. Can the NDC imagine for a second that when we're in power, we go to voter region and arrest the voter regional chairman of the NDC?
Honorable, shouldn't we be asking that, is it that nobody in the NPP has 50 million Ghana cedis?
It is not about 50 million Ghana cedi. It is not about somebody having 50 million Ghana cedi. That is not it. I am saying that, can the president look into our face and tell us what would have been the reaction of the NDC if the NPP were to go to voter region and arrest the regional chairman of the NDC? Our stronghold is the Ashanti region. Is it out of disrespect to the people in the area or what? Can you imagine what would have happened? We don't want this country to burn. Nobody wants that. But I want to let the president know that he should stop those middle-level people from misbehaving. It's not good. It's setting a precedent that we will not be able to endure as a country as we go forward. Other people have come before him as presidents. I don't think that what he's doing, they did that to anybody. Not even Rawlings. Rawlings moved away from that. The sort of things that we saw happening from his appointments to the way they handled the military people, the way they handled the security people, to what is happening now, is reminiscent of 1981 to 85. Exactly. Those days are past.
Exactly. But Honorable, they made several examples that they feel that in your time, you did same. Honorable Sesu, for instance, was chased, even in church, that policemen were waiting for him outside of the church, waiting to arrest him. He was chased to Parliament, even for traffic regulations.
So was it when we took over that they chased Sesu? You didn't hear that the then IGP arrested NPP members? You didn't hear? Do you want me to start counting? Ministers were arrested. You see the minister gender, the former MP for Wali, she was arrested and charged to court. You see the minister for sports, Mustafa Yusuf, was arrested and charged to court. You see Andy Apia Kubi, he was arrested and charged to court. You see Eugene Enchu, you can ask him, he was arrested by this. So Stephen Amma was arrested. Are you saying that it was only Sesu was arrested? No. That IGP was doing his own stuff. Everybody had a problem with him. So you cannot say because Sesu was NDC, MP people were equally arrested. Okay? By this same IGP in those times. So he, standing here, was also arrested. I'm even talking about current ministers. Did you see what they did to the DC for the MCA for Takrady? Or was it Takrady or Shama? Did you see that? So please, don't let us go there. I am saying that what is happening is wrong. It's not good. It's not good for democracy. If you believe Wontumi has committed a crime, charge him to court and let the court decide. You don't do this. Yes. You don't put a bill bond of 50 million Ghana cedi and say that come and go and look. And you even say that it must be in Accra. Of course, if Wontumi say he has 100 houses or 50 houses, you don't say it must be in Accra. It's reckless. It's premeditated. They want to punish him. But I can tell you something. If the NDC know the backbone of the people who form NPP, we all know the base of the NDC and we know the base of the NPP. If they know the people who form the base of the NPP, they will know that they cannot break their backs. They should look at the people who form the base of the NPP, and they should know that these are people who died to be able to have the sort of country we call Ghana. You can't break the back of the NPP. The sort of people you have in the NPP. Possible. With Ashanti region leading that charge, they should know the type of people who live there, and they should know the type of people. You can't break their backs.
Is the bill bond too much?
It's too much. It's reckless. It's not good. It's punitive.
Is that more than 54 million Ghana cedis?
Where is that charge? Let you go to go and prove it in court. Why? If I ask you, if they were to arrest you today and say a bill bond of 2 million, will you be able to get it? Will you be able to get it? Why? How many people can raise 50 million Ghana cedi bond in Accra and not anywhere? Why? Why will you do that?
Exactly.
Why? Why are you going to do that? It is reckless. It's not good. It's premeditated to ensure that he remains behind. And they are tossing us, he's here, today he's there, tomorrow he's there. I'm just saying that they should not let this country start going around circles.
What is your expectation for coming here?
My expectation is that they should lower the bill bond. The president should intervene and lower the bill and ask them to lower the bill bond. Raymond Acha and Co are misbehaving. It's wrong. Raymond Acha and Co are misbehaving. It's very wrong. Did you see us locking people? We got the police to act, not the BNI, not the NIB, not Yoko. Do you know the sort of people, things that we have to ensure that we manage this country? For 8 years, did you hear anything about defense? Did you hear the sort of things? Did you hear soldiers misbehaving like this? Did you hear police people doing this? Why are you doing that?
You were told earlier in the day that the vice president is expected here to basically meet the bail condition. How much do you know about
I don't know, and I am just here to let the government know that what they are doing is wrong. Let them know that this is not democracy, and let them know that they are persecuting opposition people. It's nothing more, nothing less. Why? You are charging people who you claim that they deceive the public because they said that judges went and met. When somebody decides to say, I'm a medical doctor, and deceiving the entire world, you cannot charge such a person. When Adongo comes out to deceive the whole world about you being able to withdraw the doll, you cannot.
NPP,
Look at people who caused mayhem. I'll give an example. Look at what is happening at Sagalme. Listen,
So you just had the former defense minister, Nitu, there. Who's here to add his voice to the numerous calls over the last 4 days for the release of Chairman Wontumi, who is currently at the NIB. He's in the custody of the Yoko for some charges that yesterday the Deputy Attorney General elaborated the charges that have been slapped with him here. But there is some action here throughout the entire day. Just a few minutes ago, some woman we allegedly was manhandled by the Ghana Police Service, and she's here with me, and she will narrate to me exactly how all of this went down. Please, what's your name?
My name is Haji Ahumu, former parliamentary candidate, central parliamentary candidate, yes.
Interesting. So, walk us through what exactly happened this evening.
We were all here with the policemen peacefully. Nobody was making any issue. We weren't having any problems with anyone. The vice president came in. He was trying to get inside. They were blocking him. Some of us were standing aside. Before we realized, the police just held us. Can you imagine? How can you hold a woman like that? How can you just hand a woman like that?
How did he hold you? Can you demonstrate?
He just held me and dragged me.
Your hand?
Not my hand, my whole body. He just held me and dragged me. You were using tasers there. Who is here to fight you? Are we holding guns? We don't have guns. You have the guns. If you have a gun, you need to know how to manage the crowd. Is it that we are in opposition so everybody can treat us the way they want? I don't blame the policemen. I blame the Ashanti region. Because if the Ashanti region, if every constituency chairman organizes their people and come in here, they will come and take their chairman away. Look at us. We are here. We've been here for the past 3 days. From Iyoko, they bring us here. We move from one angle to the other. I don't think we are being treated fair. And I know the president is looking at it. We never treated them this way.
Interesting.
The right thing should be done.
Finally, are you okay though after that episode?
I'm okay. But I think that the police need to work on how to handle the crowd, especially women. Who is fighting? We have no guns. Do we have guns here? No guns. We are waiting for them to give chairman to us, for us to go. But you cannot stand here for police people to maltreat us this way. I think it's not fair. Ghana is no more the place that we asked of. We are not in a coup d'etat country. The country voted for John Dramani Mahama peacefully. They handed over the power to him. But this kind of animalistic life is not supposed to be done here.
Apologies to you. So you just heard from her herself narrating how she was allegedly manhandled by some personnel of the security forces here, heavily guarded gate here at the NIB office here. It's a choked crowd that seems to be building by the minute here. Some members of the parliament and minorities specifically have made their way here. Some members of former ministers, some individuals has also been here. I've seen Chairman Wuku as well here. I've seen former defense minister as well. Also, I'm now currently looking for Honorable Hassan Tampuli. Yeah. What's
yes,
man? Good evening.
Very good evening to you.
Well. Is it a good evening for you?
Of course, it's a very sad evening for us as NPP, and it's a very sad evening as well for Ghanaians that our democracy has been reduced to government of Buga Buga. It's as if the laws of Ghana are on vacation. No law is applicable right now. We are holding a man beyond 48 hours for whatever charges nobody knows. Whatever it is, no matter the offense he is purported to have committed, there's no offense in Ghana today that is not bailable. What is it? You have the apparatus of state, you can grant him bail, you can put surveillance on him, you can do anything to ensure that he stays around to help with the investigation. So what is it? Is it a show of force? What is it?
I mean, what's your specific challenge with the bail conditions? I mean, it's not money that chairman can raise, or his people around him cannot bring forward.
If you go to the criminal proceedings, the criminal procedure code, all right, the law says that bail should not be used as a punishment, and it should not be unreasonably withheld. All right, 50 million Ghana cedis is not chicken feed. Whatever it is that they said that he has committed, we don't even know. All right, to start with. Now, even if we know 50 million Ghana cedis bail, I mean, where are you going to get that one from?
But chairman definitely can produce that money, or anybody in the NPP.
It is not the chairman who can grant himself bail. You understand?
So you mean that nobody in the NPP can give him 50 million Ghana cedis?
He needs sureties to stand for him. All right, so we are not going to use Chairman Wontumi's properties, to secure bail for him. You understand? If you really are interested in prosecuting the matter, then take him away from the cells and go to courts. Let him go and then vindicate his rights. I'll put it to you, then he will respond. You understand? You bring the charge sheet. Let Ghanaians see the charge sheet.
Why are you not going to court yourself?
No, but you see, they have to charge him. You take his investigative caution statements, and then you charge his charge statements. Then you arraign him before courts. That is the procedure. Holding people beyond 48 hours is a relic of the revolutionary days. We are not in a coup d'etat period. The laws of Ghana are not on vacation. The laws have not been repealed. They are still in. The law is what brought the president into office. The Constitution of the Republic of Ghana is what gave rise to the electoral laws of the country, and other extant laws are what kept us in parliament and what took the president and what got the BNI director to become director general. They were based on laws. So we must give fidelity to the laws of Ghana.
How is this really different from what some NDC members say you did to them? Honorable Daffy Mekwa himself said, I mean, during your time, you chased him all around.
Assuming without admitting that is true, is that a resetting? We are resetting so that whatever it is that we do to them, they'll do worse. Is that what they said they're going to do to Ghanaians? I thought they come to do better. But if it is what they are doing, then it means that we should go back to the earlier days. Because we were not even doing things close to this one. You understand? So if you say, for instance, that, yes, NPP did this, NPP chased this person, chased that person, are you doing anything better? Is it anything better?
I should be asking you.
Well, you should tell me.
And their eyes, as it stands now, they feel that there's a case to pursue.
There's a case to pursue, so go to courts. Charge him before the courts and let the man go and vindicate his rights. That's what mature democracies do. And our democracy is one fine example in the West African sub-region and even in Africa. So let's not, debase our democracy. Let's not reduce our democracy to buga, So look, at the end of the day, so if they don't release him, what happens? And people resort to chaos. Who caused it? Who caused it? Yeah, because now you are not doing what the law is supposed to be done. The president has been elected to enforce the laws of Ghana, not to go and do contrary to what the law says.
So I know that former Vice President is in there, Dr. Bawumia. Does he have all it takes to meet the bail conditions?
Well, he's in there, and I'm sure when he comes out, you'll hear exactly. But what I'm saying is that what we do know is that the bail conditions have been met regardless, all right? So they should let him go. They should let him go.
Sure. Thank you very much. You heard from Hassan Tampuli, who says that they should let him go. And the expectation is that with the top brass of the NPP and the minority in parliament in there, they're expecting that Chairman Wontumi tonight will be set free and allowed to go home for the first time since Tuesday when he was arrested, what NPP has described as a rumble style here. Got a number of people that are here at the moment who are waiting for Chairman Wontumi to appear behind these ash doors. These are metallic gates high above. Nobody can see anything that is going there. The numbers here are building up by the minute. More and more people are coming. We've seen some members from the minority who were here last night. And again, we've seen some members of the NPP as well who are here, and their supporters are teaming up here waiting to see Chairman Wontumi for the very first time here. So I've seen Ahmed Shaibu as well, who is also here. Bossman, yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, for those who are watching us, listening to us, who are you and I mean, why exactly did you decide to come here? I'm the deputy.
Well, you're still watching Joe News, and you're watching our coverage of what is happening at both the BNI headquarters and the IOCO headquarters, where the MPP is demanding the release of Chairman Wontumi. But earlier, you heard us speak to a founding father of the MPP, Dr. Nyahoya Tamaklo, who said a lot of things about the MPP and the fact that the MPP is now a party without leadership. Well, we've been joined on the line by the General Secretary, Justin Kodua Frimpong, who wants to have, a bite on that. Justin, I'm grateful to you for joining us here. What do you have to say in that? He says, from what is happening, there seems to be no leadership of the MPP, of which you're a part of.
Thank you, Kojo, and thank you to your cherished viewers. Well, I find that statement as very unfortunate, particularly at this time where the party is rallying its rank and file to come to the support of our regional chairman, who has, through a Rambo style, been arrested and detained since Tuesday. And I'm very surprised that Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, as a founding member of our party, chose not to criticize the manner and the way in which Chairman Wontumi was arrested. He saw nothing wrong with it. The Rambo style in which our chairman was arrested. As I speak to you, they have set up an unconscionable, absurd, and repugnant bill condition, which we are finding difficult to meet. And I'm surprised as a founding member of the party, he does not sympathize with the trauma, with the issues, the challenges that the party is going through. But rather, we want to criticize the party that he is a founding member. And I'm even surprised that he even refers to former chairpersons like B.J. Darocha, Aruna Soku, Peter Aladete. I'm telling you, if all these people are alive, they would have done the same, because we are one family. And at the end of the day, as those people who respect the rule of law, most of them as constitutional lawyers would have done the same, whereby they know an arrest and detention is becoming unlawful. Certainly, they wouldn't have kept quiet. They would have come out, they would have supported our members who have gone to the NIB, our members who have gone to IOCO. My brother, is so unconscionable with what is happening, whereby you have detained a citizen of this country from Tuesday to Friday, and you have set up an unconscionable bill condition which you are struggling to meet. So at the end of the day, if this is not political persecution, then what else it is?
But Justin, don't you agree with him? You're a lawyer yourself. When he says, if you think the bail conditions are too heinous, go to the court and let them reduce it. Won't you agree with him from where you're coming from as a lawyer?
No, but at the end of the day, we have to get to that point. Because at the end of the day, we are in this country whereby there are people who have done such grievous crimes and certain allegations have been leveled against them, who have been given a very favorable and reasonable bail condition. As it stands now, all that the party is doing is to let the world know about what is happening in Ghana, about what is happening to our regional chairman, the Ashanti regional chairman of our party. We have every right to demonstrate our displeasure about what is happening. And we have that constitutional right to do so. We can have the, as we said, the court option, but nothing also stops us from going there to make sure that we solidarize with our regional chairman. And two, he further made the point that this is all aspects of Plan B that the party has harbored, which I find it very dumbfounding, which I find it very strange that a founding member of our party, you can make such a trivialized accusation against your party. Since when did the party have such a Plan B plan? I can tell you that there's nothing like a Plan B plan for our party. We have not harbored any intention of having any Plan B plan that in case we lose, this is what we are going to do. As a party, we are demonstrating our displeasure about the arrest and continued detention of our regional chairman. And that is it. We have nothing or having anything more aside what we are registering our displeasure about. So it's very unfortunate for him to make such a statement. And let me make this point.
Okay.
There are certain times that as human beings, you get to a certain age, you become more like a fatherly figure. You can become more like a statesman. And as a founding member of our party, we are expecting him to be part of the National Council of Elders, who will be providing advice to our party rank and file, and even national officers. And that is not this behavior. He's not only person who is a founding member of our party. We have several founding members of our party. Have you heard any of those going on radio stations denigrating the party and in saying abusive words against the party? That is not a hallmark of a founding member. That's not a hallmark of an early member of our party. So please, as a political party, we disassociate ourselves with a statement by Dr. Nyao Tamakulu. And this is something I'm going to pursue at our next National Council meeting. If it involves stripping off of that founding member status, because as a party, we don't need this kind of behavior at this material moment. We need people who give us positive vibes. We need people who support the party in our reorganization. No people who become destructive figures in our party. And that will be the position of the new patriotic party.
But won't you also take him as a father figure, as you say, who is worried about his children straying and want to find out how he can rein them in to be on the line they have to be?
A fatherly figure does not go out to watch the dirty linen of his house outside. A fatherly figure stays in the house, calls his children, sit down with them, and address issues internally. But with what he's doing, I can tell you he has an agenda. With what he's doing, all the intention, everything suggests that he's bent on running the party down. How can you make the statement that the party does not have leadership? The party has leadership. That's why our supporters are at NIB. And we fully support our minority members of parliament. We fully support our party members who are at NIB. And that is our position. And as a father, if he has any concern, there are rightful channels within the party that he can pursue, but not on radio stations. What does he seek to achieve? To run down the party? And this is kind of behavior that you think as a party we are going to countenance or support. We will certainly not do so. If he has something meaningful to advise the party, he should find the right channel as a founding member of the party, but not on radio stations. If you listen to his commentary, after running down the party, he went ahead and said that President Mahama is a gentleman and started praising President Mahama. Really? Is that the behavior of a founding member of our party? You denigrate your party, you run down your party, but you choose to be praising your opponent. What is he seeking to achieve? That is something that we need to find out. Is he on an agenda? Is he on a mission? It's something that he should come out and tell us. But this is not a behavior that we expect from a founding member of our party.
Well, he's not alone. Yesterday on our network, Professor Richard Amakoba was also on the same tangent. That
I know Professor Richard Amakoba is no more a member of our party.
Okay. All right. But he asked one question, that where is the chairman? You're the general secretary. Can you help us?
Well, our chairman is there. He's around. He's active. He has been taking part to our meetings. He has been chairing our meetings.
Okay. And he is aware of what is happening. He approves of it?
Certainly, and he fully supports what is happening. The party endorses whatever is happening at NIB, the activities of our minority caucus. We fully support it. We are fully behind them.
Okay. All right. But people say you are defending that because he described your party and your leadership as one that does not have direction. What do you say to those people who say that?
Well, he's entitled to his opinion. Like I said, he has his own mission. And as a party, we are not going to countenance that.
Okay.
We are not going to go to gathers with him.
Okay.
We are focused as leaders of the new patriotic party.
Okay. All right.
We've gone to elections. We've lost. We are bent on reorganizing our party to prepare ourselves for the 2028 election. And we are remaining focused. And we will not allow people...
Okay. I'm grateful to you, General Secretary Justin Kodia-Frimpong there. Let's take you now to the NIB because the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, is out of the office now. Let's listen in.
Together with Afenyo Markin, the minority leader in Parliament. So, hopefully Dr. Bawumia will give us a word. He and Afenyo Markin. So, let's try and see if we can lean and get something from Dr. Bawumia and Afenyo Markin.
Hold on.
Quiet.
Quiet. Go back. Push his back. Let's go back.
So, it's tight here at the moment, but Dr. Bawumia and Alexander Afenyo Markin, minority leader, are both just emerged from the NIB office behind the closed doors, and they just came out. Exactly what they have, we don't know. It's a tight crowd out here and a bit of a squeeze, but we'll try and get close to Dr. Bawumia and see if hopefully we can get a few words.
Very much. We had made some arrangements to come and see our chairman, Wontumi, who was arrested and has been held in custody by Ioko. And so we wanted to see him and see how he was doing. We've made those arrangements. Unfortunately, we are here, but the NIB and Ioko feel that the crowd is such that they are not able to bring him here at the moment, and they would have to make proper arrangements to bring him so that we can see him. And we are going to continue making those arrangements. We are very, very disappointed in our inability to see him because we had made prior arrangements, and so we've expressed our disappointment, and we want to continue and to make sure that we can see him. I must put on record that the bail conditions that have been set for Chairman Wontumi's bail, 50 million Ghana cedis, is very onerous. I don't know how many people in Ghana can have property with 50 million Ghana cedis. And I believe that this was just set to prevent his timely release. We are going to follow the due process, the legal process, to make sure that he's released as soon as possible. I want to plead with all of you to remain calm as we work behind the scenes to make sure that he is out. I believe that we will be successful, but we have to be calm and not take the law into our own hands. I think it's very important that we follow due process and make sure that Chairman Wontumi is released safe and sound. Thank you very much for your attention.
You've just heard from Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who has just said that they have been unsuccessful in securing bail for Chairman Wontumi here. Dr. Bawumia, definitely you must be sad about that situation, right? All right. So we just heard from Dr. Bawumia, who was just said that they were unsuccessful in securing bail for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. They're pushing everybody. But I tried to get word from Dr. Bawumia, and he says that he's not going to speak again. But Alexander Fenyo-Markin, minority leader, is also with him. We'll try to get closer to him and see if what exactly the content of that conversation inside the NIB office went. We'll try to get closer to Alexander Fenyo-Markin, where he may possibly give us a word or two about exactly what is happening here. But Dr. Bawumia just left and told the crowd that they were unsuccessful in securing that bail. If you could just give me space.
Chairman Wontumi will be brought here. According to NIB, he is not their suspect. And he was brought here by Yoko. So as for them, they can only allow access upon firm instructions from Yoko. Well, all those arrangements were made, but upon getting here, they now tell us different story. We'll keep to it, and I'm sure some, I don't know, but I find it very worrying that a country, Ghana, inquiry bail, or someone would demand 50 million cedis worth of properties before the person is granted inquiry bail. I'm telling my friends in NDC one more time, they should check some of these things because posterity is watching them. Thank you very much.
Were you able to see him at least? Were you able to see Wontumi at least? Did they allow you to see him?
Not at all, like I said. He's nowhere to be found. They claim they couldn't bring him. They claim they couldn't bring him here, and he's still in the custody of NIB at their Kaokudi office, where they claim until Yoko authorizes, we cannot even see him. But you and I know that they are using the bail to punish him. And like I said, posterity is watching.
They will not even accept Bawumia's plea?
Well, we're all in there together as a leadership of the party.
Okay.
And we didn't just come here. We had a certain understanding that we'll be here and at least see him. But you see, they are showing their wits. They are showing Wontumi where the power lies. They are showing power. So let them continue to show power. I will repeat it. Posterity is watching.
Yeah, they say you did the same thing to them in the last 8 years.
Okay.
Don't
worry. I'll answer you.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm listening to you.
If so, you mean who said that?
Xavier too said he was pursued.
So hold on. I would answer you.
Okay.
If the Fiamepo, as you are saying, is justifying this conduct, if Francis Xavier, you say Xavier, also said somebody did that to him. So are they justifying? I want to know from you before I answer. Are they justifying the actions of Yoko? Is that what you are saying?
They are not justifying. They're just making examples that it was done to them.
Hold on.
Be crying for
hold on.
It's been done to you.
Hold on. Are they justifying the actions of Yoko? Is the Fiamepo justifying the actions of Yoko? I want it to be on record before I answer. Is he saying so?
Honorable, I don't have them here to say exactly what they mean. But these are comments they have said. These are comments that they have passed. Okay.
You are an experienced journalist. Okay. If you are not ready to quote, don't put to me a thing that you are not sure of. Right. Don't let me say something. They are my respected colleagues. Okay. If they have said something and you have it on record, put it to me and let me respond to it.
Honorable, you can respond to the Speaker of Parliament. Yesterday he said go to court. Are you not going to go to court?
Excuse me. We are talking about democracy. And it's not about court. It's also about common sense and somebody being reasonable and thinking about tomorrow. I've said that posterity is watching. If something happened yesterday and it was wrong, if it happens today, it is wrong. It happens tomorrow, it remains wrong. At a point, as a political class, let us put an end to that era of you do me, I do you, if that is the case. And I'm saying that a man reported himself to the CID headquarters when the CID invited him. He was there on Monday. On Tuesday, he was there. Just as he was exiting, Iyoko pickups accosted him, pushed him into their car, and take him into custody. You've interrogated him. His lawyers are there. The man, in spite of that inhumane way of dealing with him, he didn't complain. You know he's unwell. That is why you sent him to the clinic of NIB. Then you set out an onerous bail term, knowing that it's going to be difficult to meet. Then you say, go to court. My brother, posterity is watching.
Next action. So you just heard from Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo-Markin, who has just told us that, giving us some bit of details of what exactly happened behind those brown, big, huge gates there. There's been told that Wontumi, at least for now, tonight, will remain in the custody of Iyoko, and they have even been refused audience with Wontumi. Bawumia just told us, and then Alexander Afenyo-Markin has also reiterated that they were not given opportunity to see Chairman Wontumi, who now has been in the custody of Iyoko for almost 4 days now, and they're still struggling to secure the bail condition. We're trying to push them to give us exactly the conversation that went on there. Is it that the sureties as provided or put on the table by the NPP and the former vice president was not enough? Or we'll try to find out some more individuals are here, but it stands now, heavy security is still here, even as the top brass of the NPP and the leadership from Parliament, the minority side, have taken their leave here right now. The security men will not leave their post, but there are still a number of people here from the NPP who are also trying to find their own answers and finding their own feet. But these armed men are ready to secure that law has been entrusted into their hands. A few more vehicles from the Ghana Police Service and some of the members of the military are also currently here at the moment. So this is exactly what we have. Wontumi, as we have told, that is also not in the NIB office here. We'll try to find some of the MPP cohorts who have come here this evening and hopefully are able to give us some answers, what they make of the fresh answers that are coming from the MPP. Gentlemen, good evening. So, good evening. We've just been told by Bawumia and Alexander Afenyo-Markin that Wontumi, at least for now, will still be in the custody of Iyoko, and not tonight until you meet the bail conditions.
Yeah, we will still wait because every requirement that they ask, we've provided it for them. So they have to release the man to us. That's what we are waiting. But clearly, even Bawumia couldn't get the requirements done. He got it. But as he was speaking, you heard him. Okay? So we are waiting for them to release the man for us. What he said to us, that the man is not here. That's what he said. He said we couldn't see the man here. They don't know where to take him to. He's here to grant the man bail, but he's not here. So what will he do? You understand? Yes. So we are pleading to the government. We don't need peace in this country. This country is such a violent country that we have to give a name to Ghana. All the African countries are watching us. They are taking our footsteps. So if the government does not put necessary steps or necessary measures in place, that will ensure the peace that we are having now. It will go against him. Are you going home now? No, I'm not going home. Why? We have to wait. We are here for him to be released today. Because it has been more than 4 days that he was being invited here. What has he done? Is he running from the country? Which crime has he committed? Those that are stealing our money, those that are destroying our forest, can't they see? This Ashawan who came here to destroy our forest. I don't know, they give him it was at the time of President Mahama, in first time that Ashawan came to destroy our forest and then destroy our land over here. What did the government do to him? We are afraid of the foreigners, but we do bad to ourselves.
So you're going to remain here tonight?
Yes, of course.
All right, sure. Let me find out for some more individuals who are here at the moment. Bossman, are you also going to be here? All right, so we've at least heard from some of those who are here and what exactly they plan to do tonight. For those who are still here, tell us that they'll be here until they see Wontumi face to face, or they will not leave. At least we know that Dr. Bawumia and Alexander Fenyamakin, who managed to go through those heavy ass doors, have come out and told us that there was no headway in all that conversation. Once we try to wrap up here, I bring my colleague, James Saveji, who will try to give us a bit of what has happened over the last 4 days and what we expect tonight as well. James, so it's been 4 days, no headway, at least we've heard from Dr. Bawumia, who arguably will be the biggest shot to try and intervene in all of this, unable to make any headway.
I mean, Papa, not too surprising. For followers of the party, the hope was that for someone his magnitude, they should have been able to bring out Chairman Wontumi as we speak. But I think the ground roots were clear that it's unless they meet the bail conditions before he can be released, 50 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties, or to be verified or justified. I was hoping that with the information we picked from the afternoon that the vice president, the former vice president, is trying to step in to make some arrangement in order to secure the second surety. I was hoping that the party, together with the lawyers, would have pushed through that to secure the second surety so that the bail condition would have been met. So that if the bail conditions are met before he's not released, then that will be a different conversation altogether. But as we see now, they've not been able to do that. And so we hope to see what the weekend holds. Weekends, we are not too sure how much they can do in the weekend in order to get that done. But we'll see how it goes as the weekend comes and the new week is upon us as well, Papa.
Thank you very much, David. So, but as it stands now, Chairman Wontumi, we know 2 facts. 1, he's not in this building. At least that's what Fenyamakin tells us. And 2, Dr. Bawumia and the entourage from the NPP itself and the minority in parliament have failed to meet the conditions of at least convince Iyoko to release Chairman Wontumi tonight. And that means that he's going to stay in the custody of Iyoko for a few more hours or possibly days. We'll be monitoring the issues as we have it here. We're definitely updating you, our cherished listeners, and everyone across the country. My name is Michael Ashale. Stay tuned.
Well, so there you have it from the NIB that the man is not there. And the fact that you wonder when then can he be out, and the NPP have been wondering what at all is happening. But if you listen to Fenyamakin and Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, it looks as though they are not going to stop. They said that if you just join us, Dr. Bawumia told us that they were told that they couldn't see him because they said, okay, that the Iyoko is the one who has custody of him, and therefore they have to give the orders. And therefore they would want to see what will be done. But if you listen to Fenyamakin again, he says they are going to Iyoko to try and see what can be done as well. But it looks as though the MPP has come to the conclusion that this is a way that Iyoko and the security agencies are trying to, in their words, punish Chairman Wontumi. But really, other people have also told the party that if you thought the bail conditions were onerous, what you should do or could have done was to have gone to court to seek for the reduction. Well, maybe the party also knows what it is doing, but our cameras are still there. We will be flowing. Now that they've moved from the NIB, we know that, or we do pick the, you can deduce from the actions that they will be trying their luck at the Iyoko, and so we'll try and see what will happen. But that is where we are now. Chairman Wontumi has still not been bailed. That's the short of this whole, development, that Chairman Wontumi has still not been bailed. He is still in the custody of the security agencies. We don't know where exactly he is, whether he's at the NIB as we speak or he's at IOCO. We all thought that he was at NIB and therefore the NPP could have, seen him. But if you listen to the leadership there, they say they could not see him. Okay. So we will still keep tracking where Chairman Wontumi is. So probably you call in the search for Chairman Wontumi, because earlier in the day, you heard us speak to his lawyer, who also said they were doing everything they could to secure bail for him. Let's see how it goes. 8:32 after 6 p.m. You remember that in the Adentan Kumi one, it was released around the same time, 6:30, 7 thereabout. So let's see what happens. If he could be lucky to get his bail tonight. But we do understand from what the former vice president told us, as well as Afeo Makin, that they had the understanding that they could be able to, get him bail today. But they're again questioning why, they will place a 50 million Ghana cedis bail on him. But I mean, it's a lot of things coming together to form where we are. But look, we are still keeping tabs on what is happening, and we'll bring you more of these information. But there's a lot happening on myjoyonline.com and all our socials. Whatever is happening, even when we take you off the television screens, we have a lot happening on our social media platforms. And on Prime today, we'll bring you the latest on the particular search for Chairman Wontumi. Thanks for being a company. We'll meet again on Prime. Good evening.